basically, there's two main functions, if you want to call them, this week. It's going to be the GDP numbers, the growth tomorrow, and on Thursday it's going to be the manufacturing numbers of April. So we're keen to look at that and see what Ramaphoria has brought us in terms of our markets. Yeah.
But I mean, we do expect some slight dip in that GDP number itself.
Correct.
Mining, manufacturing not doing as well as they should have.
Yeah.
Does that, however, hinder the progress for 2018? Do we see growth not reaching the 1.7 or 1.5% projected by most?
That's a very tough question, but the famous 25 Reuters, the economists they survey, they're still sticking to the 1.5% number for the growth for the year. So I hope they're right this time.
Yeah, and of course, even if we get a dip in the first quarter, we are hopefully going to get some more traction as we get later into the year. But away from risk and away from other things, Richemont itself selling off some of its stake in land sale as well, now going into watchfinder.co.uk. What's that about?
So yes, they're moving away from sort of your traditional leather goods manufacturing and supplying, and they're going into online, which is what we've seen recently with the consolidation of Ukes and Net-a-Porter, and now buying Watchfinder. So they're selling the leather goods business Lensal to a company called Piquadro. So it's an Italian-based leather manufacturing goods company. It's big in its space, so it's a win for them, and they basically, quote-unquote, using the proceeds to buy into watchfinder.co.uk, like you said.
Is there pressure, however, then, on luxury goods makers like Richemont? Economies in general not doing well. Yes, you're seeing an upswing in the global market, but for instance, in South Africa, there's been, a bit of a struggle, and Richemont couldn't have been doing well so far here.
Yes, but if you look at some of the successful markets in the emerging markets, will be in Asia, they're doing exceptionally well. Europe is stable. The US is starting to pick up. So as a global company operating in those three regions, they seem to be doing very well in terms of growth there. But the biggest growth is still yet going to come from the likes of India and China.
Yeah, I think their watches are a little too pricey for my liking. But another one, we keep talking about land. It's a very big and hot topic here in South Africa.
Correct.
And it seems Stadio is heading into that space for their own strategic purposes.
Of course. So they entered into a sale agreement to purchase about 7.8 hectares of land in Durbanville. Naturally, that will be the first place they look into, because they know a lot about Durbanville, and Dr. Christo van der Merwe, that's where he's based, so it makes sense. And what they want to build there is basically a huge campus that will accommodate 4,000 to 5,000 students by the year 2023, I think. And they're going to be offering basically anything from commerce, BA, and law degrees, so it's going to be very interesting. But they're also in negotiations currently with different councils to actually get medicine going as well for that company. But what's interesting also is that they came out on that same SENS announcement, basically saying the number of students is sitting somewhere between 26,500